Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review Pretty in Pink, which makes its way to Blu-ray for the very first time in a new 4K restoration, courtesy of Paramount Presents on June 16, 2020. So Pretty in Pink is, of course, the 1986 high school classic starring Molly Ringwald and John Cryer and Andrew McCarthy. That was the directorial debut of Howard Deutch. This is one of the two John Hughes scripted movies that he directed. Hughes and Ringwald, of course, were coming off of the success of 1984's 16 Candles, and what results in kind of a refurbished take on what that plot was. Basically, a poor girl played by Molly Ringwald, Andy, who lives alone with her working class father, played by Harry Dean Stanton, finds herself at a crossroads between two love interests: her high school, or her friend, played by John Cryer, who has known her for years but is unable to tell her how he feels about her, and a new kid, a Richie, in using their lingo, played by Andrew McCarthy, Blaine. So they're vague class issues in a very non-diverse setting in 1980 Chicago suburb is really all that Pretty in Pink is, which is probably more notable for its soundtrack, including the title track by the Psychedelic Furs and, of course, If You Leave. If you're a fan of or hungry for the nostalgia of this period, I think Pretty in Pink might mean a little bit more to you, but it's really a very standard narrative that has been done to better degree before and after this film, including with 16 Candles or with Martha Coolidge's Valley Girl, which I thought did a lot better job at looking at the bubble that was North Hollywood or is North Hollywood, and the children growing up there. And anyhow, the great supporting cast: Annie Potts, who runs the New Wave record store Tracks that Molly Ringwald works at, James Spader, of course, playing a villainous, icky person named Steph, and it's always a pleasure to see Harry Dean Stanton, who is much more celebrated for his roles in a lot of art house films. This film was the last picture of Alexa Kanan, who played Jenna, who was murdered shortly after this, and the film's dedicated to her and Bruce Weintraub, who died of HIV-related issues. He had just been recently nominated for the set decorator on Prizzi's Honor, the John Huston film. As I said before, it's a very standard film. Molly Ringwald is refreshing to watch. If you are going to revisit John Hughes films, my recommendation would be The Breakfast Club. But I would give Pretty in Pink 2.5 out of 5 stars. The Blu-ray 4K restoration, courtesy of Paramount, they have the alternate ending, because originally she was supposed to end up with the opposite of who she does, and a feature featuring Howard Deutch. And that's the Blu-ray release. I give 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.